Ladies and gentlemen of the board, I would like to present to you augmented reality, AR. Greatness awaits in the classroom, and why adopting this cutting-edge innovation would be an essential addition to our school district. Now open your mind's eye and think of the rural student. The rural student is at a terrible disadvantage. The resources that are available are oftentimes outdated and worn down, ancient technologies. And the resources that many students in the suburban or city areas are privy to are too costly for many rural school districts like ours and are not easily accessible. Although cutting costs and maintaining a budget in the school district is important, the most obvious benefit of augmented reality or AR in education is that it changes the way that students interact with the world, and in turn, the way they learn their subject content. Augmented reality will soon change the way we see the learning process. 3 beneficial points of interest board members should consider would be harnessing what is impossible, cost effectiveness, and boosting student engagement, increasing user interaction. 1. To harness what is impossible. With AR, it can create a wow factor and amazing, breathtaking moments in any traditional classroom. It can be from opening a human heart, traveling into a volcano, walking through the freezing, blistering Arctic, and touching a polar bear, or dancing with the penguins. Through AR, students can travel far or bring objects into a classroom that one could not or would not ordinarily be able to bring to the class in real life. Cost effectiveness. 3D models or robotic modules are very expensive, and many times they're not financially sound choices for many school districts to make. But with AR, more students can access content, and the resources needed to teach the content are not very expensive. However, if AR can become a supplement and can replace some of those resources to those tools, the district can benefit economically. And last but not least, to boost student engagement, increase user interaction. So what we're doing, you need to make sure you do your 2 sentences for each word, a total of 36, and then make sure we get everything so we can see it on tomorrow when you get your homework done. Oh my goodness, why aren't they listening to me? Why they won't pay attention? What can I do to get them to listen? What can I do to reach my students? What will make them interested? I don't know. Oh, I remember a workshop and we talked about augmented reality and virtual reality. Maybe they'll be interested in that. As the video shows, this generation of students are not interested in lectures or long talks. The third benefit of AR will be boosting student engagement and increasing user interaction. A wonderful clip and powerful concept of AR is the virtual tee from Curoscope. Watch a clip from YouTube on this wearable technology using AR.
We spend a lot of time on our devices, particularly kids.
And we think there's a huge opportunity to be constructive in the way that we use that time.
Wouldn't it be great if tech could actually get us excited about learning?
So we've come up with something really awesome. A t-shirt.
But it's more than that.
We call it the Virtuality.
Point your mobile device at the t-shirt and unlock a portal into the body. Explore the anatomy, dive into the organs. On your own, with your friends, or with all of your friends.
We think learning should be as exciting as games are now, and this technology allows us all that opportunity. We're taking learning to the next level. You'll be able to interact with the anatomy as if it's right there in front of you.
That's the heart, those are the 2 lungs.
You can use your phone or tablet to look around inside the body. But combine your phone with a virtual reality headset and the experience becomes incredibly immersive. It's like being teleported inside the body. And for those of you that are new to VR, don't worry. We're going to provide a guide to get you up to speed.
It's a little like the Magic School Bus, except now you are actually there. And yeah, it's fun, but you really do learn more through interaction and experience. It becomes inspirational, like a trip to a museum.
We want to make it as accessible as possible so that everyone, everywhere, gets a chance to experience this kind of learning. We're going to make it available on existing mobile devices, including iOS, Android, mobile and tablets.
The app will be free, the t-shirt is priced no higher than a high quality t-shirt, and we all need tees, right? We've spent the last decade of our lives crafting content for kids. We know how to get kids excited about learning.
And that's why we founded Curoscope and created this, our first product. We think kids should grow up having the freedom to explore the widest range of subjects so they can find out what it is they love. That passion will drive their careers.
And getting them wanting to be doctors and scientists can't be a bad start.
Engaged students want to be motivated and as a result are more apt to develop a deeper understanding of the content. It starts to have meaning for them and becomes relevant to their lives. As Robert Pulliam in an NPR interview stated, the statistics show that poor kids are increasingly isolated when it comes to utilizing and benefiting from technology. Additionally, where job exposure is limited, teachers can use a platform that will enable them to connect their rural classrooms, say, to an engineer in Tokyo, so that students can get direct information from that source. Although being on an actual field trip is enjoyable, AR is better than having the students learn from an outdated and dull textbook. This is why augmented reality is important to our school district. Augmented reality is the technology that expands our physical world, adding layers of digital information into it. AR appears in direct view of an existing environment and adds sound, video, and graphics to it. AR came to exist from a scientist tinkering and playing around. After scientist Morton Hilling researched AR VR, he patented Sensorama Simulator in 1962. He noted because of increasing workloads on individuals, there should be a way to teach and train them without subjecting them to potential hazards. In 1968, Ivan Sutherland, lead thinker, designed the first head-mounted display that generated computer graphics. Video Place, an artificial reality laboratory, was created by second lead thinker, innovator Myron Kruger in 1974. Video Place, an AR lab, used projectors with video cameras that showed silhouettes of its users within an interactive environment. In 1990, the actual term augmented reality was coined or created by Tom Caudell, who was a Boeing airplane researcher. And in 1992, Louis Rosenberg developed an exoskeleton for the military. One might ask, what problems does AR solve? When a company says that it's too expensive to move equipment, or if it's too difficult to find enough qualified technicians, or if people cannot find their way around an area or a facility, then AR allows users to build or use virtual representations of products and places anywhere and at any time. This is perfect for the classroom. Now the question is, what problems occurred during the creative process or the design process with AR, VR for the developers? As with most things, AR and VR has had its problems or its share of challenges. For example, when using a smartphone or tablet to access the innovation, the display on the device may be too small to show all the information and could be too small to display normally in the AR, VR environment. As it turns out, the application needs room to work, even on the phones and tablets. Developers also noted that creating hands-free operation can cause problems because when interacting, the gloves may miss registering the information that they need to display. Who was AR and VR actually created for in the first place? AR, VR is mainstream and seems to target forward-thinking modern individuals, such as luxury car lovers who can see the model and highlighted specs of the innovation, DIY homemakers who never have to visit the stores to test out paint or make a home improvement, or frequent travelers who would like to see the sights before actually going to their destination. The most benefit from VR AR are the millennials. These individuals thrive on the digital world and constantly show an ingenuity in the area of technology and are open to new experiences. As a result, meaningful AR VR experiences should be created just for them, especially in the educational setting. Then how is AR VR produced, packaged, marketed, and distributed? AR can be displayed on various devices: screens, glasses, handheld devices, mobile phones, head-mounted displays. AR VR uses cameras and sensors to collect data about the user's interactions. It scans the surroundings for physical objects to make replicas. AR VR devices have CPUs, flash memory, RAM, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and GPS that helps to measure angles, direction, orientation, and speed. All projectors that take the data from the sensors and projects the content into a viewing surface. AR VR types that are marketed are market-based or image recognition that uses special object in the camera to scan. Projection-based uses projected light to a physical surface like holograms. Superimposition-based replaces the original view augmented. And lastly, SLAM, simultaneous location and mapping, is used for calculating the distance to the objects. Communication outlets such as magazines and social media are excellent sources to gain better understanding of what AR is and how it can be used in other areas, and to learn new ways of using AR. Now, when it comes to actually adopting the innovation of AR, VR, we now need to consider who will be more apt to adopt it and who will be more apt to avoid using or adopting AR. We will take into consideration who will potentially be the key innovators and who will possibly be the laggards for adopting AR in my school district. Potential key innovators and early adopters in the Claiborne County School District would be career and technical education instructors, department chairpersons, and teachers with 0 to 3 years of teaching experience. CTE teachers are typically key innovators because of the state and federal requirements to use the latest innovation to ensure that each student is well versed in using the latest technology for a career pathway. Teachers with 0 to 3 years of experience are typically fresh out of college, are enthusiastic, and love to learn. They are always willing to share and have no fear of learning new strategies or incorporating a new technology into their lessons. Department chairpersons are charged with ensuring that appropriate instructional material and resources for teachers are available, which will take into account adopting new innovations. We will now discuss strategies on how to reach both parties for the adoption of the innovation, AR, VR. According to Lean B2B course site, there are 5 strategies or motivators that could be implemented for the Claiborne County School District for key innovators and early adopters. 1. Visibility. Because early adopters like to be the first to discover new products, and it gives them a good presence. 2. Discussions. Because early adopters are sharers and enjoy brainstorming solutions with others. 3. Action. These individuals can contribute to their school on a much larger scale than their coworkers. 4. Fun. It brings excitement to their class, makes them popular around the district, and creates a strong recruitment tool. It makes teaching enjoyable. And 5. Ownership. The key innovator, or EA, can aid in the decision-making process of adoption. However, identifying laggers is essentially easy, but bringing them on board is a bit more tedious and time-consuming. The lagger in the Claiborne County District would be teachers with 20-plus years of experience or those on the verge of retirement. These individuals are likely to feel if they master teaching, they know all the strategies, and feel that their way of instruction works just fine and does not need altering. However, according to the core motives module of social influences, the strategies for laggers would be 1. Cultivate relationships, 2. Reduce uncertainty, and 3. Motivate to action. Laggers must build trust in individuals by getting to know them on a professional and personal level, in turn creating a foundation of reciprocity. Secondly, they must dispel uncertainty by giving facts and statistics on the innovation, by sharing convincing evidence to reduce any anxiety. And last, be consistent. The rule of consistency can be utilized by allowing the lagger to participate in small tasks regarding the adoption of the innovation. As a result, the agent is consistent when the lagger will eventually turn the absolutely not into sure, why not? In addition to getting every stakeholder involved in the adoption process, the strategies for helping AR reach everyone in the district is imperative. According to Rogers, allowing a highly respected individual from our school district should be targeted for initial adoption. If he or she is well known and it becomes public knowledge that he or she is utilizing AR, then others within the school district will be more likely to follow. The second strategy for getting to critical mass would be to introduce AR to the state content area teams, such as the Science and Social Studies Department. Additionally, it would be best to use a centralized approach for our school district. Currently, the central office allows staff to request or purchase equipment and tools necessary for instructions. Staff members create a list of what is needed. It's given to the principal or secretary to create a requisition, who in turn gives it to the purchasing agent who orders the item. Moreover, the centralized approach helps to control cost, creates efficiency, and maintains the overall operations of the district. The key change agent for the Claiborne County School District will be the CTE instructors and department chairpersons. The CTE instructors often work closely with instructors throughout the district. As a result, they are often made aware of a problem and supply solutions. Next, there exists an exchange relationship already. Many instructors collaborate with other instructors throughout the district, sharing tools, strategies, and the like. Department chairpersons are trained to observe problems within the district and gather data with the other members of respective teams. The CTE instructors and department chairs are often conducting PLCs to share ideas and new methods or tools in order to invoke change. These individuals are noted for participating in various professional development sessions and in turn come back to their respective work sites and share the information and put it into practice. The department chairs and CTE instructors will ensure, or they must ensure, that the use of the innovation will continue on in a stable plane and widely used in order that it does not become another item that just sits on the shelf and collect dust. At the end of the adoption, the original innovator should step back and periodically observe how others in the district are utilizing the innovation. AR/VR also gives students room to create, to share, to grow, and make the most of their learning experience. Now that we've examined AR, augmented reality, let's give AR a try and see will the kids respond. Thank you. I really think they're enjoying it. I'm so glad.
Yeah, I'm glad.
So glad they found something that they enjoy. AR into our educational system or into our classroom. We make learning more meaningful, fun, and keep them engaged.